Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. And yes, this is a piece of bread. I will have the cover infographic made by tomorrow, but this was so important that I had to get it out like right now. I just went through 2 hours of Invisalign education in the IDS portal for the Invisalign First program, 2 hours and 8 minutes, approximately. It's pretty dry, it's pretty clunky, it's a lot of slides, but so I was excited to go to the clinical examples, and I was horrified by all 8 of the clinical examples. They were so underdone, so bad. And these were some pretty prominent doctors that I had respected. Like, I thought they knew what they're doing. Some of them write books. If these were your best examples, y'all screwed up, all 8 of you. And again, this is just my clinical opinion, 20 plus years of being an orthodontist. Let's go over what the goals are for phase 1 treatment, because clearly if you had billed insurance for these, I would ask for a refund because these were not done properly. All right, what's our goal? If you're gonna do expansion, you gotta get wide enough so that there's space for all the teeth, okay? If you're gonna do upper expansion, and there's any crowding in the lower, you have to upright your curve of Wilson on the lower, which means either doing lower expansion or doing lower aligners or doing lower braces, 1, 2, or 3. Sometimes you don't need to. That means there's enough space for the canines to come in. For example, when they do Invisalign First cases, if you just let the software do it, they're gonna leave a little space around your lower C's, right? And your upper C's, right? Because that's the space you need for your 3s to come in, your canines to come in. That is correct. So the way that the AI or the software does Invisalign First cases is correct, okay? But they aren't practicing what they preach here. When you look at their clinical examples, if they either left crowding on the lower, which is a huge no-no, if you leave crowding on the lower at the end of phase 1, you are gonna be extraordinarily crowded later. I mean, if you even have crowding in the lower 2 to 2, 23 through 26, you're gonna have even more crowding once all the teeth come in, because the canines, the lower 3s are bigger. You know, you're probably gonna be 5 millimeters crowded, which means you've underdone the upper expansion if you have crowding on the lower. So none of these cases, not a single one was acceptable in my opinion. They all either had lower crowding at the end, or they had straight lower teeth, but they didn't leave space around the lower 3s or the lower C's for the lower 3s to come in. That's what we look for. It's okay if you overexpand a little bit. Matter of fact, you want extra space. And on top, again, they didn't always do a 2x4 afterwards. So they left gaps, between 8 and 9, which is what happens when you do rapid expansion. And all of these cases either are gonna have impacted canines, or the canines were tipped, or the canines are gonna be blocked out and come out buccally. What is the point of doing phase 1 if you're not gonna do it right? I literally my mind is blown. This is a multi-billion dollar public company who supposedly has the best orthodontists on their clinical team, and they put up 8 sloppy cases. 8 sloppy cases. Just bad. And I'm just laughing because someone else is gonna see this besides me and laugh. And for those of you who are coming to, I'm not throwing Dr. Simon Wong into and the whole postural orthodontist into this discussion, because he did not make an opinion on this. I just happen to have taken his course, and this is what he preaches. And I have the same philosophy. So it's not only me, he does incredible phase 1 expansion cases. Incredible. Matter of fact, his cases often, I think 95% don't even need a phase 2, and need is in air quotes. So if you do your phase 1 properly, you won't need a phase 2. Here's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like this is a phase 1. Oh, great. Well, we can just do phase 2 Invisalign later for another, $1,800, $1,900. These parents should get what they pay for. They should know what phase 1 means. They should know when phase 1 is done. And these were all underdone, like underdone bread. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy Invisalign. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Do better. And you guys should expect better. If you guys are gonna rush to launch a product, do it right. Again, my own clinical opinion, but I'm pretty sure everyone who's educated about phase 1 treatment will 100% agree with me. It was an embarrassment. And I don't say this lightly. There's no way you guys can tell me to pull this down, because y'all know I'm right. So horrified. All right, that's all I wanted to say. It's 7 a.m. and I need more coffee.